This video is brought to you by Gamersubs. Use code MHB at checkout for 10% off your next order. I've been itching to try this challenge again. If you're new to the channel, a couple of months ago I attempted to grab the LEGO Movies Platinum Trophy in less than 24 hours and I did not succeed. Which was my own fault. I'd never platinumed a LEGO game before, and even though I knew the basic requirements to any LEGO 100%, I didn't know the most time efficient ways to go about it, nor did I really look into the trophy list. I basically winged it, and even then I was not far off getting it done, which frustrated me even more because I knew if I had my time again, I could have smashed that challenge. So that one really stung, but as I said in that video, I wanted to tackle this type of challenge again, but I had to be a bit more careful when deciding on the game because if I go 0 for 2, not gonna lie, that's the series dead in the water. I needed to find a game I was comfortable with, either one I'd 100%ed before or at the very least had a plan of attack going forward. Which is why when I noticed South Park The Stick of Truth sitting in my PS3 collection, I just thought, this is perfect. According to PSN profiles, The Stick of Truth ranks a 4 out of 10 in terms of difficulty and takes roughly 20 hours to complete. Now you may be thinking, sheesh, tight window, and I would agree. If I hadn't already platinumed the game on PS4 whilst also under a time constraint, as it was the final game I platinumed for my 30 platinums in 30 days challenge. I had a plan of attack, I know what to look out for, and I was confident I could get this done with plenty of time left over. But it wasn't without risk, because unfortunately, not only does the Stick of Truth have a lot of missable trophies, but it also has trophies that struggle to track properly and can result in starting again if you don't save often. But again, I'd done it before, I think I can do it again and grab my first platinum trophy on the PS3 to boot. So I dusted off my PS3, inserted the disc, and we were ready to rumble. If you enjoy these types of videos and challenges, be sure to like the video, leave a comment for some other games that would fit this format, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, and going over to twitch.tv/MayorHairBear if you want to see some of these platinum journeys live. Alright, it's time for another 24-hour challenge. I wanted to do a lot more of these quicker. I feel like it's been at least 3 months since we did the LEGO movie and failed. But today we're here with a game I'm much more familiar with. I've actually platinumed the game before and hence why we're on the PS3 today. We're doing South Park The Stick of Truth. As you'll see, it's the Aussie version, so we are censored, unfortunately. But I've done it before. I know the PSN profiles guide says like 20 hours. I think we can do it in maybe like 14 or something. But as you'll see, we do have some trophies already, and I just wanted to be like transparent before starting. So the last trophy we earned for this was on the 22nd of April in 2015. Now the weird thing about this is the trophy before that was 2 months earlier, so I don't know what I was doing for 2 months. I just must have picked it up and stopped playing again. So we are starting with 6 trophies, but I figured it's not really going to matter because we're going to have to start. We'll be starting again regardless. But yeah, just wanted to be transparent there that's the starting point, but we'll be starting again for the challenge. And I figured, you know, we don't always have to start from 0 if we have to start the game again. Those are trophies you get along the way regardless, so I wasn't stressing too much about that. But yeah, I've done this before. I'm much more confident in our abilities to get this done in 24 hours, even though, once again, not starting at the best time. It's currently 11 PM on the 1st of November, so we have until the 2nd of November at 11 PM. But that also means there's a chunk of time I'm going to be having to have a sleep, which I need to start doing these when I wake up, but I'm not too stressed about this one. I think regardless we'll be cruising on this, and we get to play a really fantastic game. So I'm pumped, and yeah, let's get stuck into it. Now, as I said before, South Park The Stick of Truth's Platinum has a lot of trophies that can be missed if you aren't careful. I mean, I'd say at least half the trophy list would classify as a missable trophy, which could cause us to, at best, lose hours of progress, and at worst, need to completely restart a playthrough and nobody wants that. So first things first, we need to keep 2 basic rules in mind for the entire playthrough. Rule number 1, never leave a fight with your buddy knocked out, and if you do, you need to reload a checkpoint or save. You can play on any difficulty you choose with no trophy repercussions, so don't stress there. And rule number 2, don't sell anything. This one's really simple. You pick something up, you keep it until after the credits roll. There is a rule number 3, but it's not a must if you don't care to do all of this in one playthrough. If you want to unlock the trophy Are We Cool in a single playthrough, you need to select the Jew class and go and find Jesus. Like seriously, you need to go to church and find him hiding. Are we cool? Yeah, let's go. I love the PS3 trophies. I don't know what it is about them. But with the setup done, let's begin. Of course, being the new kid on the block, what better way to assert our dominance than by immediately destroying the home toilet, picking up our little turd friend, and saving him for later, just so when we're learning the basics to combat, we can throw him at an enemy. Alright, let's get a trophy. This should be our first one. I believe the PS3 has a bit of a delay on it. Yep, there we go. First trophy! I forgot how bad the PS3 trophy delay can be. That'll be fun later. After our tutorial in Cooper Keep though, the Stick of Truth has been stolen by the elves and we need to go get it back. To do that, we need to get Tweak, Craig, and Token to start playing, which first leads us to Tweak and a very missable trophy. We need to find the bald cap and goatee in the world and defeat the tweakers while wearing them to unlock a trophy. There we go. Heisenberg. I'm like, this cannot be. The delay is insane. There's a lot of these types of trophies, so a good rule of thumb going forward is to search everything and everyone you can, when you can. Scour every house, garage, defeated enemy, all of it, because you'll probably need it all at some point. Nothing interesting really happens while recruiting Token, other than the fact on the way back out of Cooper Keep, I decided to stink it up 100 times on Cartman's mum.
That's Spanish.
Woo! Canadian handshake. But Craig isn't so easy to get a hold of as Tweak and Token, being stuck in detention and we need to break him out. So we go through the school beating the crap out of the lame hall monitors until we once again need to make sure we're wearing a specific item, the freckles, while we defeat the big bad hall monitor. Woohoo! Daywalker. And with that we free Craig. The Cooper Keep Kingdom is at full strength, and now it's time to get the stick from the bard before he returns it to the elves. Now it's here we unlock quite a few trophies, first of which we'd been doing through some of the school as well, but here we farted on our 10th knocked out enemy. Stay down. Farted outside of battle and knocked out 3 or more enemies. That should be a trophy. Hello? Yeah, oh my goodness. During our fight with Jimmy using an item that overdoes our fart meter and results in us shitting our pants during a boss battle, that's another trophy, baby! And of course, after successfully retrieving the Stick of Truth, joining the Cooper Keep Kingdom. Yeah, buddy, let's go! But it's late, so after a big first day in South Park, it's time to head to bed. And then we get abducted by aliens during the night. Trophy-wise, not a lot happens here other than me unlocking the trophy for scoring 100 perfect attacks. Weapon proficiency. Don't know what that is for. It's here, however, we do get our first dose of good old Australian censorship, which, not gonna lie, still makes me laugh every time. Alright, at least we get the probe now, so we can get some more collectibles. Anyway, we go through our abduction, making sure we don't miss any of the collectibles, and just like that, our first day in South Park is complete. Jesus. First day in South Park. As we head downstairs, Cartman tells us that the elves have stolen the stick during the night, and now we need to recruit the goth kids to Cooper Keep to steal it back. But first, it was time to take care of a miscellaneous trophy, as while walking to the school, we decided to fart on this poor cat 25 times. Animal cruelty. Not long after that, we found our 15th Chin Pokemon. It should be halfway. Is that 15? There we go. Chimpoco Loco, and then finally caught up with the Goths to try and recruit them, ultimately leading us to the new Taco Bell. Except it's actually a crashed UFO to get some information for Randy so he can take an edgy picture of us with this sign. But it was around this point I did have to call it for the night. Alrighty, that is, I think that's me tapping out for the night. It is currently 4 in the morning. We've been playing for just shy of 5 hours, maybe. No, it'd be over 5 hours. My brain's not working. Yeah, we're making real good progress. I am still very confident that we can get this done. But just, just to be safe, I won't be getting the full 8 hours. I'll cut my sleep short and just make sure we have plenty of time, because I forgot how many missable things there are in this game. It's gonna say 3:05 on here. It's daylight savings now, and I haven't changed the PS3 clock, because why would I? But yeah, we're at 28%. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but you get a lot. It's one of those games where you get a lot of trophies towards the end. You kind of work towards a lot of the trophies, so I'm not too stressed. Story wise, I don't remember it being too much longer. We're probably like halfway or something, but yeah, I definitely have to tap out for now. Once again, I probably need to plan out the start time for these challenges a little better. 5 hours down, 19 left to go. Except, not really. By the time I woke up, we had 11 hours left on the clock. Obviously, I knew that going in, and as I said before, I was really confident we'd have plenty of time to spare in this platinum journey regardless, as long as we were keeping on top of all the missable collectibles and trophies. So we booted the game back up, and this is where the story takes a turn. With the UFO crashing, we've unleashed a virus of Nazi zombies. The government is trying to cover it up, and we need to expose it while still going after the stick of truth. With that revelation, we head back to Randy, and with this information, he does us a solid so we can finally befriend the goth kids. There we go. I am still not used to these delays. And as a result, we also get to add everyone here as a friend, taking us to the halfway point of friending all of South Park. Woohoo! Another trophy, let's go. But with the goth kids at our side, we attack the elves who are held up in the school, which sees us battling both elves and Nazi zombies. It's here we can easily farm the gingivitis trophy. We could have done it earlier, but the zombies bite more than the regular hall monitors, and once the third Nazi ginger bites us without blocking, we unlock the trophy. Thank you. My goodness. Now we get somewhere. Gingivitis. But we make our way through the school until we reach a choice. Do we side with the elves or Cooper Keep and battle either Kyle or Cartman? Well, we do both because trophies. So we save before making our choice, battling Cartman first, then loading back and battling Kyle. Both fights, by the way, absolutely destroying my thumb and arms with these quick time events. My thumb! Holy God damn, that was painful.
Victory is ours!
Either way, the stick of truth was never here, and instead Clyde was the one who stole it. It's past our bedtime yet again though. On our way home, unlocking the final garage we needed to explore, Parkeologist. Assuming that's for all the garages, so that's cool. And it was time to head to bed. Of course, things get weird as we catch the underpants gnomes and they shrink us down. While we're here, we may as well farm the rebuttal trophy, which has us interrupt 5 channeling attacks using a fart. The gnomes love to channel attacks, so I actually got this in the first fight. Hey, we got rebuttal. Trying to catch the gnome who shrunk us, we need to spend about 60 seconds give or take watching our parents have fun. I recommend not getting the lotion. The post-nut clarity will get you real down on yourself. Perverted, let's go. And once we return to normal size, I think it's only right we finally befriend our dad on Facebook to officially unlock daddy issues. There we go, daddy issues. But back to the real world, now Cooper Keep and the elves need to merge forces to take on Clyde and his army of darkness. But we still need more manpower, or girl power in this instance. We need to recruit the girls to come and play. Of course, before we go and chat with the girls to see how I can befriend them, we finally had unlocked all our buddies, which meant it was finally time to fart on each one of them. There we go, just saying hi. But with that done, time to talk to the girls and, well, basically it boils down to rumors being spread and ultimately having us go through a makeover so that we can head down to Planned Parenthood and find some dirt on who's been spreading said rumors. Now obviously a lot of this area got hit with that good old censorship in Australia, you know the scene, but basically everything goes tits up, the Nazi zombie virus takes over and now we're battling fetuses. Fedi? Either way, you need to fight on one of these guys when they're knocked out for a trophy and get the hell out of here. Hello? Too far. Unfortunately, the information we got from Planned Parenthood is written in French, and without knowing what it says, the girls still won't help, so off we go to Canada to get it translated. And also, be super careful about this next trophy. Truth to Power is for fighting on all 4 major authority figures. That's Father Maxi, Mayor McDaniels, Principal Victoria, and the Prime Minister of Montreal, with that last one being missable, as once you talk to him, he disappears forever. The issue here is the fart struggled to track sometimes, as he should have been the last one I needed for the trophy, but as you can see here, he wasn't. So make sure to save here and just blast him up with farts before leaving and hope it tracks, and then go back around once we return from Canada and see who we're missing for the trophy. That it? Come on. There we go. Truth to Power. God damn, that is a pain in the ass trophy. But with the paper translated, we head back to the girls where ultimately it didn't matter. But hey, they joined the crew and we managed to find a costume to complete half of the sets. Shopaholic. Now before I headed off to begin the end, I did head down into the sewers to befriend the almighty crab people, as I'd already befriended the gnomes for a quick trophy. Any day now, PS3. Yep. Oh my god, that delay is insane. Alright, cool. And also made sure I'd saved up enough money for some plastic surgery for one of the many ending related trophies. With those 2 things done, we began our attack on Clyde and the Army of Darkness, ultimately leading us to need to shrink down and enter Mr. Slave. Which, while we're here, why not Inception this whole thing and summon him during a fight inside himself. Oh, and also make sure to grab a missable friend by answering the phone. We do what we need to do, save Mr. Slave and defeat Clyde, but before we start the final battle, here's where we need to ensure our missable ending trophies are secure. So we need to defeat Princess Kenny while looking like David Hasselhoff, while in our makeover disguise from earlier, and whilst having diarrhea, which you can get whilst in Canada. And with all that ready to go, we take out Princess Kenny, save the world, and unlock all the trophies I just mentioned, plus the ones for beating the game without selling anything, without leaving battle with any of our buddies knocked, and for beating the game.
We're back to normal.
Yeah, face off. Should get 3, I think.
That's right, son.
2 girls, 1 stick.
Must have farted on a princess's balls.
Outpatient. There we go. Oh, there's another one. For the Hoarder. Oh, that's right. We should get more for, yeah, not spending, not selling,
You guys
or
sure about this?
no one
There's no
knocked.
other way. We drove our friend to madness and nearly
No
killed us
child
all.
left behind. I think that's it. Finally. No. Stick Savior. Don't know what that one's for. Probably just for beating the game. Alrighty, that's the story done. We don't really have that much else to do. It's kind of just the light cleanup we have to do at the end. So we have to find the last chimp Pokemon. I have to get all the costumes and weapons. And then I have to do some like the death stuff because we couldn't die. Well, we could die, but you can't have your buddy die during the game. So we'll save that for the end. But there's some bits and pieces. But really, this shouldn't this last little bit, maybe I've got an hour or two left, if that. As long as everything's gone well. This is where we find out if I've missed any by accident or something. But I'm pretty sure we're cruising. I've still got 5 hours on the clock. So yeah, we're doing well. So, with the story completed and 5 hours left, it was time to clean up and finally see if I royally screwed myself by missing any of the collectibles. But first thing was first, I could finally sell off all my junk, grabbing the trophy real quick for selling 300 junk items. Junk peddler, let's go. And using that money to start buying up the remaining costumes and weapons at the various vendors, which also quickly netted me the trophy for spending $500. There we go, make it rain. I went out and found my last Chimpokemon trophy. There we go, Chimpocalypse. Yeah, that's our first collectible done. Collected all the weapons and costumes in the game, which was a load off my mind given these can be highly missable. Clothes haul. It should be all the weapons and stuff. No? Yeah. Full arsenal. Cool. And it was from here I sort of dwelled between Canada and the storage units for the rest of the game to grind away at the remaining trophies. First up, using Cartman's ass to defeat 20 enemies. Really easy, just weaken the enemies and let her rip. While I was getting Cartman to fart away though, I made sure to shrink down to gnome size after a battle with the wild dogs so that I could fart on them. There we go, dog whistle. As well as crap myself in 3 separate battles. There we go, pulling mud. I needed one. I don't need to crap myself one more time. That's nice. A couple of more battles and Cartman was done, leaving me with just 2 more trophies to go until the platinum. Hey, there we go. Ass of fire. Alright, goodbye Cartman. Now it's time for Princess Kenny. Being a South Park game, obviously they have to have a Killing Kenny trophy. So we need to let Kenny die in combat 10 times, easily done by simply failing his big attack over and over again. Yes! Let's go! Now I just need friends. But with the combat trophies done, I still had 12 more friends to find. Alrighty, we are on the final stretch. The only thing I have left to do is get 12 more friends. I'm a lonely boy. And as predicted, we've just smashed this. Alright, that should be a good sign. Because I need loads if there's a new area and this is a secret area. But I'm pretty sure we just talk to these animals and we should be done. If I've done this correctly.
Look at this, y'all. A new kid's coming to the forest to have a soul save. Yay! If you want your soul saved, all you got to do is accept the one true Lord as your personal savior and renounce all others as false idols.
Sure.
You're saved. Praise be to Satan, your new dead master. Now we can all be friends on Facebook. Yay! Hail Satan!
More popular than John Lennon and the South Park Stick of Truth Platinum Trophy. Which, as you can see here, it says here it's 6:09. It's actually 7:09, but as I said, should have probably changed the clock to make this make sense a little bit more, but we'll just show off. So these were the trophies that I already had. So that was the last one I had there. And the first trophy we got was 1023 or 1123. Pick your poison. And that was all on the first. And as you can see here, the platinum is on the second. It's, you know, we did it in under 24 hours. We smashed it, as I predicted. Bit of redemption for us, which is nice. Can't say no to another platinum, and this is my first PS3 platinum on this account, which is pretty cool. Definitely want to try it some more in the near future. So, after 11 hours in total, I seriously don't know where that 20-hour estimate comes from unless they needed to replay large sections of the game. What did I think of South Park, the Stick of Truth Platinum, and the game in general? As for the game itself, it's hard not to just love everything about this game as a South Park fan. The references, the comedy, the absurd story and wild moments, it's all great, and for someone who's not a big turn-based combat fan, I love the gameplay here as well, and being able to explore this iconic town. The Platinum, I think, speaks for itself. This is the second time I've completed the trophies, and I think I had even more fun this time around. I don't love all the missable trophies that can require a whole whole other playthrough or the finicky moments that could result in a trophy not unlocking, I just had so much fun, and yet again I honestly think it's helped by the time constraint. Having yourself race against time makes the grindy or less fun aspects fly, and to have evened up the score felt awesome, I can't lie. But with one win under my belt, I still want more, so expect plenty more of these videos in the future. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure if you did enjoy the video to leave it a like because it helps let me know that you enjoyed yourself. Comment below some more games that you think would be a good challenge for this 24-hour time limit. Thank you to all my channel members for that extra level of support, and special thanks to those in the Bear Club, G&T Puppy, Jackie White, Nugget, and Darkwolf. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Go give my socials a follow if you fancy at MayorHairBear. Join the Discord server to have a chat. Go and chuck me a follow on Twitch if you want to see some of these Platinum Journeys live, or MayorHairBear VODs if those pesky time zones don't line up for you. And I'll catch you all in the next video.